Hi, I'm Mitch Shoemaker, and today is day 32 of my doing 100 days of YouTube videos and focusing on my writing. So, yay, I made it to day 32. Um, I'm having a hard time thinking today, processing things today, and I know I'm doing this video really late because I just having a hard time making myself do my video today. Um, I did do my writing a little bit. Last night was kind of slow at work, so kind of in between on my breaks, I was working on Lanoia chapter 18, chapter 18. So tonight I finally got myself to finish chapter 18. I did not work on my other book tonight or any other writing today. I uh, just having one of those days. Um, Migraine days are not my friends. I don't know if any of you have migraines or get dizzy spells or whatever it is, but I don't know. For me, I find it very annoying that I can be waking up and I feel just fine until I try to get out of bed and move. And this morning, I was ready to get out of bed and have another great day like I did yesterday, and so I actually hopped out of bed. I wasn't like laying in bed moaning, whatever. Well, I mean, I woke up a couple of times, but I was like, I'm good. I'm ready to get up. I looked at the time. It's 11 o'clock. I was like, okay, I'm just going to get up. I took like two steps and like this big old wave of dizzy hit me and I almost fell over. It was not fun. Pain, not fun. And every time I sat down and wasn't doing anything, I was fine. And every time I got up to do something today, I was not fine. So I put off doing everything until the very last minute. And part of me was just like, I don't even want to do this today. Honestly, don't want to do this today. But I made the commitment to do it, which is why I got myself to finish my book. But looking at bright lights and very painful. My head does not like that very much at all today. But I do have to share things that I am grateful for in spite of my head not feeling very good today. Grateful that I had money in my account for my credit card to get paid today. Um, grateful, grateful that I was able to just be okay with taking a day off of work. I don't know that I can afford it or not, but I just I decided I needed to take a little better care of myself. Not sure that I did because when I get really bad migraines, I get sick to my stomach and then I don't want to eat food. So I didn't eat or drink a whole lot today, which I'm sure makes my head worse. Um, But every time I would say something negative, like I am right now, I would have some positive thought that just popped into my head, which made me really grateful for the fact that I spent 100 days doing gratitudes and kind of focusing a little bit on gratitude again. And I've been saying things that I'm grateful for and been writing in my journal about things that I'm grateful for. And even yesterday, I actually had a really good day yesterday, and then my end of my night didn't go quite the way that I wanted it to, and I was kind of tired and ornery, and that I was kind of griping and complaining, and I start writing in my journal. I was like, dang it, I had a really good day. I did all these great things. I'm like, why am I letting like one and it wasn't even that it was a bad night. It was just that I got really tired and I was kind of drained and I was just kind of like done at the end of my day. That it wasn't even a bad day. And then today, where I haven't really accomplished much of anything today, I have just had that thought that I've been very obedient. That Heavenly Father is very proud of me. That I'm doing a lot of things. I am working through a lot of things. Processing a lot of things, trying to make a lot of changes in my life, and I'm just reeling with all of the changes I'm trying to make. And yesterday, I attempted at work to try to just do the live in the moment thing and be aware of what's going on in my surroundings. And if nothing else, I learned how very much I do not pay attention. I've always said I'm not the very observant person, but I was like, wow, I just really don't pay attention. My mind is constantly going to some story in my head, going to some past event, some future thing. Like, unless I'm having a conversation with a person, like I'm interacting with someone or something, my mind is going somewhere else. And if I'm bored with the conversation, my mind is still going somewhere else. And I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know how to have just a quiet mind and not have it be thinking something or having some conversation with myself in my head. And I was surprised at how hard it is to just relax and live in the moment. I'm like, I don't know if I'm capable of doing that. And I had random thoughts. I'm like, I should just do like 100 days of video, 100 days of living in the moment or something. I'm so not ready to do that. It's going to take a lot of practice to work on that. And I don't want to do another set of videos. I'm struggling to do the set of videos that I'm doing right now, struggling to do my writing every day. I don't need to compound my life with more things, which I have a tendency to do, to over overwhelm myself with all the things that need to be done and all the ideas and stuff that I want to do. And today I was just grateful that I could simplify, that I was able to just be gentle with myself and be like, okay, it's okay. It's okay. You're having a bad day. It's okay. You're having a headache. It's okay. I don't have to beat myself up today. And I just, I didn't entertain any negative thoughts today. Not that they didn't enter my head. I just didn't entertain them today. I didn't validate any of them. In fact, I counteracted every single one of them, that it was okay, that I'm just, having a bad day, I'm having a headache. It's okay not to do everything. It's okay to put things off a little bit. It's okay to rest. I did kind of take a little bit of a nap on my couch, trying to watch a movie, and it was, I just closed my eyes because of the lights, and then the next thing you know, I'm like, movie's over, and I don't even like. Apparently, I need a little bit of sleep too. I think I need a lot more sleep. But like I said, I'm fine as long as I'm just laying down and not moving. It's the having to move to get up to do things. But sometimes my head hurts too much to sleep too. So not fun. And I know there's other people out there that have migraines, so they understand the not fun. And I know I can work through it. I've done things, I've gotten up, and I feel better when I do it, if I get something to eat, something to drink. And today I just didn't have the energy or the motivation to do anything. And I just decided that was okay. I wasn't going to push myself. I wasn't going to force myself. I was just going to do my non-negotiable things today. It took me all day to do them. Obviously, by doing this, I would have done this a little bit earlier, but my phone battery was dying and I forgot to charge it earlier because that meant I had to move. So it's much later than I want it to be because, yeah. Anyway, I hope this doesn't sound too much like I'm complaining. I'm used to my headaches. It's not that big of a deal. It's just means that I get to do things a little bit differently today. My timing is off, but it's not like I've got myself to the schedule that I want or that I have like a regular time to do anything. I keep telling myself I'm going to, and maybe I'm just stressing myself out and giving myself headaches over all the stuff I need to do. I don't know, because I know stress can trigger my headaches and my migraines and things like that. So maybe I just need to de-stress and relax. And I was just grateful for I mean, not necessarily excuses that popped into my head, but just reminders in my head today to be gentle with myself, to be loving with myself, to just relax, to take it easy, to know that it's okay. Um, it's okay. I don't have to do everything today, and I will be okay. And God will take care of whatever I fall short of. And maybe I didn't put as much effort into things today, like my video and my writing. I did a little bit of writing. I do kind of like where my story is going, and I'm kind of excited to see the I'm done with chapter 18 going to 19, so I'm like, okay. And I did have to make some more changes to the end of chapter 18 because I wanted to change the dynamics, the reasons, the things, motivations for my character, the conversation. Also, just trying to explain more of the storyline, a little more detail, answer some questions that some of my beta readers had, things that I didn't think were important to the story, but that I had multiple people ask me about. So I'm like, well, if they're all going to ask the same question, I'll make up an answer. So I answered the question in at the end of chapter 18. I think I've answered the question, hopefully to the satisfaction of my readers. And if not, oh well, because I don't know if I'm going to go back and do it again. I get to that point where I just feel like I'm done and I don't want to do anymore. Except that I made the commitment to myself to do this, and I've worked so hard up to this point, and I have done so much, which was another thing that just popped into my head today. Every time I would get disappointed or discouraged with myself, I'm like, no, I have done a lot of work. I have been doing a lot of things, and I am just struggling to adjust to all the changes that I am making in my life, because it's different to just be open to be who I am, to let all of that out, to not hide, to not try to fight myself, to accept who I am, to accept where I'm at, to be excited about my goals instead of afraid of what's going to happen when I accomplish them. I know that that's what I'm working towards, and it's a good thing. And I'm grateful for the things that I'm realizing that I need to change. My attitude and my perspective have definitely been changing, and I'm grateful for that because I think it makes me feel happier. It helps me to see the positive things, and if nothing else, today, um, it helped me not to beat myself up, to not be disappointed in myself for not doing more because I don't feel good today. And that's okay. I don't have to do more when I don't feel good. In fact, it's probably better to do less when I don't feel good, because that's how I need to take care of myself. Now, if I could just get myself to sleep when I don't feel good and just let my body heal itself instead of, trying to stay awake and force myself to do things, that would be even better. But at least I just relaxed today, and I didn't stress today, and I didn't beat myself up today. And that for me is like huge, because even just like a week ago I was frustrated with myself for not doing things, and feeling less than, knowing that I can do better and why wasn't I doing better. And today I was just like, I got a headache. I don't even care. I got a headache. I'm good. I'm just not going to do anything today. I'm good, except that I made a commitment, so I have to do something. So as soon as my head is in a place where I can do something, I'm just going to do a little bit here and a little bit there. And that's what I did today. And that was all I did today. And I'm okay with that today, which to me is amazing, because like I said, I'm an elephant complainer. I'm used to complaining about everything. I am used to making excuses for everything. And today I'm like, it's not an excuse. It's just a reason. I don't feel good. I'm trying to take better care of myself. I'm still not entirely sure how to do that. I still don't take the best care of myself. Like I said, I didn't eat or drink a whole lot or sleep a whole lot, which probably would have helped with my head a whole lot, and I might feel a whole lot better right now. But I didn't force myself to go to work. I didn't force myself to spend like hours on my writing. I did do a little bit, and it is always interesting to me that when I start typing and start writing, that for the moment that I'm doing it, I kind of get into it and I forget that I'm hungry, or I forget that my head hurts, and I'm like, this is really nice. And then I pause and take a break, or I look around the room, and then my head is like, remember we hurt, right? And I was just like, oh, I wish I could forget that. I really do. But it makes me very grateful that I can, to know that I can focus on something other than the pain, that I can still do things in spite of how I feel. And just grateful to know that I've been doing a lot of work and a lot of things for myself, and that I can be gentle with myself, that I can be patient with myself, that I can accept that it's going to take time for me to make the changes to become the person I want to be, and that I'm never going to be perfect in this life. And I haven't spent a lifetime learning how to take care of myself. So the fact that I do it very imperfectly, and some days I do really good and some days I don't, isn't isn't a reason to beat myself up. It just means that I'm in the process of learning, and I'm trying to do better. And maybe today wasn't the best day, but it wasn't the worst day. And I'm grateful that I can see the difference. And I'm grateful that I can be gentle with myself and loving and be like, it's okay. And it's not an excuse. It's just, it's where I'm at today. And that's okay, because I can't always be 100% every day. And I haven't had a ton of energy for a very long time. I don't know if I will ever get back to having a bunch of energy. I need to get back to where I'm exercising and eating healthier and a whole bunch of other things I need to do. But I'm learning I can't do all of that at once. I can't overwhelm myself. And I need to practice more of living in the moment and feeling what I'm feeling. And I don't know how well I did that today. I tried last night, and that was a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. But at least I was aware today of how I was feeling. At least I was aware that I didn't feel very good physically and that I was just going to rest today. I made the conscious choice to do that, and I feel okay about that. And maybe it took me longer to do the stuff that I normally would do, like my writing. And I would normally put more into my writing or think, okay, if I'm not going to go to work, I should probably spend like 8 hours writing. And I think I spent like an hour, maybe half an hour, because I can't, when I don't feel good, when my head hurts like this, I can't process information very well. It's harder for me to think. It's harder for me to do anything. It's like my brain is just like, and we're done. It is probably the only time that my brain is not spinning with 1,000 things going on in it or trying to create a gazillion stories in my head, because it's just like, and it hurts too much to think. So we're just not going to do anything. So I wish that I could get that where I could just be at peace and not have my brain going a gazillion miles without having a bunch of pain in my head to distract me from whatever else or forcing me to stay in the moment. That would be the goal, to learn to live in the moment without the headache to go with it. And I'm hoping it will feel better tomorrow. Maybe if I can get some good sleep tonight, that would be good. But I am grateful to know that I am okay and that everything is getting taken care of and working out, and that things will happen in God's timing and that He is in control. And I am also grateful to know that I'm not giving up on my goals. I'm not giving up on myself, and to see that I'm making a lot of progress. And I'm so grateful for all the positive thoughts that popped into my head every time a negative one popped into my head, every time I wanted to beat myself up or say something bad about how I was feeling or the choices I was making today. Something positive followed. Something better popped into my head and reminded me that I'm doing a good job, that I'm okay today. And I'm really grateful for that. And I'm really grateful to see the difference in how I'm responding to myself and to my choices. And I know maybe I'm still not making the best choices. I'm not taking the best care of myself that I could. But instead of seeing it as being a horrible person and not all of those negative things, I just see it as it's a place for me to start. It's seeing where I'm at, so I know what to work on, what I need to do to change for the future, to make things different the next time I get a headache or the next time something comes up. It's just making me aware of my options and my choices, and doesn't necessarily mean that I'm ready to change my choices, but I'm grateful for that awareness. And from what I learned in my 12-step program, there's awareness, acceptance, and then action. And I think I keep trying to skip the acceptance portion of that, and I just go, I'm aware, and I'm going to change. I just don't accept what it's at. And I think today I just accepted that this is who I am. This is what I do when I don't feel good. And I'm okay with that today. And maybe the next time I will try to do something a little bit different, maybe a little bit better. Maybe I won't. Maybe this is what I will do the rest of my life every time I don't feel good. But it doesn't mean I have to beat myself up. It doesn't mean I have to feel guilty for all the things I didn't do or all of those other whatever things. Like, I can't even think of the negative things right now. I'm tired. My head hurts. I'm like, I don't care. I'm good. I'm good. I've been working really hard. I've been trying to do better with my life. I'm making my video. I did my writing. I'm done. and I get to go to bed. And I don't have to beat myself up. I can be gentle with myself. I can love myself and say I did the best that I could today with what I had for today. And that's okay. And maybe I have ideas of how to do things differently or better, but just because I have those ideas doesn't mean that I'm going to implement them today or in this moment. And just because I've forced myself to do things in the past doesn't mean I have to continue to force myself to do things, because that's really counterproductive, I think. And I learned that the more I push through my headaches, they last longer. And when I just take the time off to rest and sleep and feel better, they go away sooner. So maybe I'm just doing the better thing and resting and relaxing today so I won't have a headache tomorrow. I'm hoping. Fingers crossed on that one. Um, but I am grateful for all the positive things in my head today. I'm grateful that I could do a little writing. I apologize for being very repetitious. Like I said, my brain doesn't process information when I don't feel good. So, but I'm grateful that I could do these videos. I am grateful that I got to watch President Nelson this morning talk about gratitude and tell the world to flood Facebook and social media and all of that stuff with gratitude, because we need to just be more grateful for things in our lives. And I actually had a friend tell me that she thought of me when they said the gratitude thing, because I'm already doing that. And I'm like, I have been doing that, but I can do more. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful that I can do gratitude. I'm grateful for the change that it has made in me. And I'm grateful that when I watched that video and I could hear the prophet telling the world that, I was like, it's true. It works, because I've been doing that. And it has changed my perspective. It has changed how I view things. And it's even changed how I felt about myself today, which is just so amazing. And the change that could have in the world if everybody chose to do 100 days of gratitude. Of course, you only said 7, so a place to start. It's always a place to start. We need a place to start and a direction to go. And I'm grateful to have a place to start and a direction to go. And for anyone that's out there that's struggling, that's hurting, that's doing whatever, just know that there's hope. There's there is a way up, there is a way out, and it is through our Savior Jesus Christ. And it is through focusing on Him, focusing on gratitude, allowing Him to help you see the best part of you, um, and not beating yourself up for the things that you think you're supposed to do, because we're not supposed to be perfect. And I'm grateful I don't have to be perfect. And I'm grateful I'm okay with having a bad day or having a sick day or a whatever day. And I'm grateful that I can find things to be grateful for in spite of how I'm feeling. And I'm grateful that the negative is not taking over today. God is huge for me. God is really huge. Um, and I'm just really emotional because I don't feel good, or because I'm just dealing with a lot of emotional things and seeing a lot of things that I can be grateful for. And I'm very repetitious and I'm very tired. So I'm going to go to bed, and I hope you all have a great day full of gratitude.